Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are going to be doing more of like a chill video. This is really just going to be a very casual get ready with me. I'm going to be doing like a summertime glam type of look. With this look, I'm able to do like my full face in about 7 minutes. It's basically going to consist of one eyeshadow, a bold lip, and really natural skin. And I think it really is perfect for summer because it's fairly heat proof since we're not piling on like a ton of makeup. But don't get me wrong, even though this is a really quick and easy makeup look, I'm still using like 50 products. Life of a makeup lover. I don't know what to tell you guys. Today's video is also fairly exciting because it is in collab with Hourglass. If you do not follow me on social media, then you probably don't know that I was recently in LA for like 3 days for the Hourglass new lip launch. They just released, give me a second, the name is really long and complicated, the Confession Ultra Slim High Intensity Refillable Lipstick, which is this little baby over here. And I know it looks fairly unusual for a lipstick. I'm going to talk more about it obviously when it's actually time to apply my lipstick. And today I'm also going to be using some products that I've been testing out behind the scenes, and they're products that I haven't even spoken about on camera yet. So I'm really excited to give you guys my thoughts. So without further ado, let's get ready. Ooh. So I think we're going to start off with some moisturizer and my skincare. I actually have not yet applied any, and I really wanted to do it on camera because I do always get questions from you guys about my skincare, and I do plan on doing a dedicated skincare video. So here we are. Here's a skincare product that I really like. It's the Drunk Elephant b-Hydra Intensive Hydration Gel. And this is the moisturizer that I like to use before applying my makeup. As you can see, it's quite gel-like. And when you start to like work the product into your skin, it almost feels watery, so it is very lightweight, and because of that it sits really nicely underneath makeup without interfering with foundation. If you do not put on moisturizer like right before putting on your foundation and you find that your foundation just never really sits nicely on your skin no matter what you do, I highly recommend using a moisturizer before applying your makeup. And now for my eye cream, I'm going to be taking my Kiehl's Rosa Artica eye cream. Sometimes I do find that eye creams will make my concealer pill, so this one doesn't do it, and it does just moisturize very simply. So I've been enjoying it. So now it's time to prime. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Hangover RX 3-in-1 Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. Now I have actually not used this before. I want to use it for the first time on camera today. I recently did a Sephora haul with Alana Davison. It's actually on her channel. If you have not seen it, please check it out. It's absolutely hilarious if I say so myself. So I hauled this little setting spray during the haul, and Alana said that she's tried it out and she said that it doesn't really work well as like a finishing setting spray, but it works really well as a primer because it does leave like a bit of like a sticky residue on the skin. I'm always so scared before applying a new setting spray because I don't know how it's going to spray. It's slightly terrifying. Ugh, okay. Oh my God. That went directly up my nose. Alana, you did not tell me this was the most aggressive setting spray ever. I so much more prefer setting sprays that have like a finer mist, like this Caudalie Beauty Elixir. Let me show you how fine this mist is. It feels like angels, like gently touching your face. So this is the MAC Next to Nothing face color. This is what we're going to be using as our foundation today. And I guess the best way to say it is that the name definitely does not lie. This is a very, very sheer foundation. I would even call it a tinted moisturizer. It is more so just a tint. It really just applies the smallest amount of coverage. I myself actually quite like it because on days that are like really, really hot and I don't want to apply like a ton of heavy foundation and I don't even want to apply tinted moisturizer, then this is a really great product to use. Now with this product, I actually do prefer to use a brush, which is very unlike me because I am a strong beauty blender believer. A brush with this foundation really does give it a little bit more coverage, and I just find it looks better, and with the sponge it sort of just sucks it all up. And if you're wondering, I use the shade medium. I have a little tip for you guys actually for this product. Because it is so sheer, you can actually sort of give yourself a little bit of a tan. You could go 1 or even 2 shades darker with this product and it will still look quite natural because it is so sheer on the skin and you still see so much of your natural skin through. I'm sort of doing that with this color over here. This is in the shade medium, and typically this is not the shade that I would go for, but once it's blended in, it really does sort of mesh perfectly with the rest of my body and everything. Like it doesn't look like I have any type of demarcation line, but it does make me look like slightly more tan, which I like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Bareskin Bare Minerals Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. You guys know my love for this is very, very strong, and I'm just going to apply this in all the areas that I want a bit more coverage. So underneath my eyes, around my nose, corners of my nose and a bit on my forehead just to highlight. And then using my beauty blender to blend everything out. And I'm putting whatever is left over on my sponge on my eyelid just to cancel out any like darkness that's in that area as well. So let's jump to the eyes now to switch things up a bit. So like I said, my favorite eye look to do in the summertime is a one eyeshadow look. I just really love the simplicity of it, especially paired with a brighter, bolder lip. Now I typically like to use cream eyeshadows for this technique. That's sort of just like personal preferences though. I just find that cream eyeshadows just apply to the eyes so quickly and they look really, really beautiful and glowy and very summery. Today I'm actually going to be using a cream cheek product from ColourPop. This one is in the shade Highly Wasted. It's sort of like a peachy bronzy shade with a bit of like a pink glow to it, and it just looks amazing all over the eyes. So all I'm gonna do is just gonna put my finger in the product, pick some up, and then just swipe it on my lid. Nothing too dramatic or crazy, really perfect for every day, but it's still like a little extra something. So now for my mascara, I'm just gonna take my Tarte Gifted, and I'm only going to apply this to my upper lashes for every day, especially when I'm doing more of like a minimal makeup look. I like to just keep the mascara on my upper lashes just because I feel like it makes the look a little bit more fresh. So for my bronzer, I'm gonna be taking this Hourglass Trio. It looks like this. It basically has a cream bronzer, blush, and highlight. So what I like to do is I just like to pick up a little bit of the product and then just tap it where I want it. So I'm gonna put some on my cheekbones, temples, and then I'm gonna take my beauty blender once again and just sort of pounce that into the skin with the butt of the beauty blender. And I sort of just like spread the product around as I'm blending it, like towards my hairline, into my hairline so that there's no demarcation line, of course. And whatever's left over, I just like bring it on my jawline and down my neck just a bit. So now it's time to move on to blush, and I'm so excited to talk to you guys about this product because it is probably my new favorite blush from the drugstore. It is so gorgeous. This is the Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade 40 Peach, and it is basically just a peachy pink blush with like a touch of like a gold sheen in it, and I think that this will go perfectly with the color story that we've got going on in the face. And what I find really impressive about this blush is that there is basically like no powder kickoff. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to the apples of my cheeks. So next for my highlighter, I'm going to take another newer product for me. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Highlighter Fluid, and this one is in the shade Sin. I'm just going to apply this to the tops of my cheekbones. Beauty blender is being put to work today. So now I'm just gonna quickly fill in my brows. Normally, if I'm just going out wearing this type of makeup, I will simply just use brow gel and not even fill in my brows, but for the sake of the video, I'll fill them in slightly. So I'm just gonna use my Makeup Forever brow pencil and just sort of fill in the tail end because that's where my hairs are the sparsest, but I don't usually like to do a dramatic brow, especially with a look like this since it is so soft. But we are gonna glam this up just a little bit by applying a really bright lipstick. So like I said, we're gonna be using the new Hourglass Ultra Slim High Intensity Refillable Lipstick. So let's talk about it. So the whole concept behind this lipstick is that it's supposed to be a refillable lip product. So you've got this little applicator, which is this gold baby right over here. And when you open it up, you've got your lipstick inside. But what's really cool about this is that you could actually take the lipstick out and change it up with a different color. So the individual lipstick shades look like this. They come in this really, really simple black packaging, and what you do is you take off the casing, so you take off the top as well as the bottom, and then you really simply just stick it into the gold applicator. And then your lipstick is inside here. As far as the actual formula for the lip product goes, it is more of like a satin finish, so it's not quite matte, not quite creamy. It sort of sits right in the middle. And lastly, because it is a super slim lip product, you don't really have to use a lip liner since it is quite precise on its own. So I'm first gonna go in with the shade I Always, and this is a very, very bright hot pink. So I'm gonna be applying this everywhere but the center of my lips because I'm gonna be applying a different shade there. And now I'm going to be taking the shade You Can Find Me, which is a lighter, dustier pink, and I'm gonna apply this in the center. So there you go. That is actually it for the finished look. So we've got really natural looking glowy skin, basically nothing on the eyes, the most simple eye look ever, and then a very, very bold lip, which I feel like is really the star of the look. So guys, that is it for this like 5 to 8 minute summertime glam. I really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you tried any of the products that I featured today, please let me know your thoughts on them. I always love hearing what you guys have to say. Give this video a big thumbs up, and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.